Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Casey and I'm so excited that you are here. Today we are going to be ranking Halloween candy on a scale from 1 to 10. So I just googled Halloween candy list and Google, being wonderful, gave me a list of probably about 20 different candies. So with that being said, let's get started. The first one on this list is Reese's Pieces Peanut Butter Cups. I would have to rank Reese's probably a 7. I really like it, but it's not like my go-to candy, if that makes sense. The next one is Skittles. Skittles are probably like an 8 or 9 on my list. Skittles are definitely one of my favorite candies. Next is Snickers. Snickers, I would say, is probably, to me, like a 5. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of chocolate. Don't hate me. With chocolate, it's one of those weird things where like I'll kind of want chocolate and then I have a piece of chocolate and then I'm like done and satisfied for the next like 6 months. Next is Kit Kats, and Kit Kats for me is probably, right now, probably about a 6 or a 7. Next is Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids are probably, I would say probably a 7 or 8 on my list. Let's go with 8 because I really like Sour Patch Kids, especially the extreme Sour Patch Kids. Love those. Next is candy corn. Candy corn is a big fat 0 for me. I do not like candy corn, which is kind of weird because I love Halloween and candy corn is the stereotypical Halloween candy, but I don't like it.
Can we just take a second to pause and talk about the fact that candy corn actually is really overrated?
Next up on the list is Twix. Twix are probably about a 6 or a 7 for me. Maybe I like chocolate more than I said I did earlier. I don't know, I like Twix because it has the mix of different flavors and it's not just straight up chocolate, which I like. Next is Butterfingers. Butterfingers for me are probably about a 4 or 5. If I had to pick between Butterfingers or like a bunch of other things, I would probably pick something else. Next up is Smarties. Smarties to me are probably a 6. Yeah, I'd say a 6. Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls are, I would rank them at probably a 3. Not just because I think they're boring. Like, I think Tootsie Rolls are boring. And like at a certain point they just become really chewy and I don't really like Tootsie Rolls. I'll eat them, but they're not my favorite, you know? Next up is Starburst. Probably an 8. I really like Starburst. We keep Starburst in our house. We have a bowl of Starburst. Next is M&M's. M&M's. Plain M&M's. M&M's. Plain M&M's, I would say probably a 4. The peanut butter M&M's, I would say probably a 6. Next up is Milky Way. I'd probably give Milky Way like a 4. Nothing against Milky Way in general, but just because like I never really eat Milky Way, just because there's always candies that I prefer more than Milky Way. Nerds. I would rank Nerds probably a 5. I don't hate them, but I don't love them, and I think they're so tiny and kind of obnoxious to eat. Next is Jolly Ranchers. I would probably put Jolly Ranchers about a, I would say 5 also, kind of like the Nerds. I don't hate them, but I also don't necessarily go out of my way to have them. And it also depends on the flavors. I don't really like, well no, I do kind of like the blueberry ones or raspberry, whatever the blue ones are, I kind of like those. But the red ones and the apple ones are my favorite. Taffy is next. Taffy, I would probably say a 4, not because I hate it, but just because, I don't know, Taffy's too chewy for me. It's kind of obnoxious to eat. Just like the Nerds, you sit there and you chew for like 45 minutes and then it's done. Almond Joy, I would probably give Almond Joy like a 2, just because I don't really like coconut and Almond Joy has coconut in it. So Almond Joy gets a 2. Swedish Fish, it's like a mouthful for me. Swedish Fish. I would say are probably like a 7. I like them. They're good. I'll munch on them. Three Musketeers. Three Musketeers, I would rank probably a 4. I'm gonna go with a 4 just because, I don't know, it's one of those candies that I don't ever really eat. I have candies that I prefer more than Three Musketeers. Airheads, I would give probably a 5. Kind of going along with the taffy, they are so obnoxious to eat, but I do kind of like Airheads, so I'm gonna give them a 5. Tootsie Pops, I'm gonna give probably, well, Tootsie Pops, the ones with like, what is it, chocolate on the inside, and the ones with bubblegum on the inside, I'm gonna give a 2. I think those are so obnoxious. I used to like them as a kid, but now, like, it's impossible to get all of the lollipop off before you get to the bubblegum or the chocolate, and then it's just obnoxious because you have like some parts of the lollipop that aren't covered, and like you can see the chocolate on some of them, but some of them you can't see the chocolate, and I don't know, I just think those are obnoxious. Actual like lollipops, I would give probably a 5. I just think they take too long to eat. Twizzlers, 10. Don't even gotta think about it, 10. I love Twizzlers. If you know me, you know that I love Twizzlers. I literally bought 3 packs of Twizzlers the other day at the dollar store, the like little mini ones that come with like 2 in them, because I love Twizzlers. They are my favorite candy, all-time favorite candy, have been since I was birthed. That's a lie. But they have been for a really long time, so Twizzlers deserve a 10. Good and Plenty, I would give probably an 8. I like licorice, but eating too much Good and Plenty like makes my tongue kind of want to die. So I'd give that probably about let's say 7 or 8. And then Nestle Crunch, I'm going to give probably about a 3. I don't know, that's one of those candies that I just think is so boring. Like, it's basically just chocolate. It's okay, I don't hate it, but I prefer other, really it's just all chocolate. I'd give like a solid 3, except for Reese's. I like Reese's. And Twix. I think Reese's, Twix, and Kit Kats are probably my 3 favorite like chocolate candies. Okay guys, so that brings us to the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment down below your favorite Halloween candy if you have one. If not, that's cool too. If you're a lover of all candy, great, go you. I'm not. Like I said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see all of you next time. Bye!